simply irresistible confidant mask. And if you want to take your mood boosting to the next level, go walking in the ground barefoot. It's comfortable. You can turn on your radio. I do have to remind you, if you have a phone with friends of yours, or right on your side out in the ground, just for those special surprise piles before you take off your shoes. 101 K-Hit is the spot for Idaho's.
I'm just frying in your frying pan yesterday evening. Look at that dragon fruit. It's always so bright. On this camera? Huh. Yeah. I wonder what those flowers, those poppy flowers, look like on this camera. Probably not so good either. Blurred out instantly. Too much red. I'm just dying. Man, at this point, if I actually got to make love, I'd probably die in 4 hours or whatever, because I got a blue ball. Come back to life 7 hours later. That's how dramatic it was. They play that song a lot. I don't understand what it's saying, but whatever.
They just like the concept of dying in somebody's arms because they're savages and everybody on the radio is a sociopath who
It's kind of like the
happening.
Spider-Man movie where they just have to keep trying to make her die in his arms. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's not sensual. That doesn't get people turned on. And I changed that setting. What setting is it other than that setting?
Right? That's someone.
Yeah,
so how do you?
You're wrong. It's not that setting.
I told you another. Told you there's another setting. It doesn't exist. These type of phones, what it actually is, they hide certain settings like that, and you actually ever seen it with tablets too. You search forever, it's not in any of the options. And after you search for everything, a pop-up appears that says, "Oh, were you looking for this?" And it actually is what you want every time. They do that. Actually.
So fucking bullshit.
They're just fucking with you to waste your time. That's how you know you have a quality product. When bastards have actually programmed it to fuck with you. Because they had nothing better to do with their time. Looks like they've got the movie Slave Camp.
Yeah, do my stunts for me. They're very painful. Trust me.
You seen when you fall off a cliff and die?
Yeah. That'd be great.
You know, the old, these guys, they're terrible. They need to be killed. So then, the death penalty is they get kicked off a cliff, with the plastic bag over their head. Placement of the bad guy in the movie.
It's like fucking the Middle East. It's like every shit we do in the Middle East.
That's what I do because people try to fuck with me when I make movies. Why would I not do that to them if they fuck with movies?
You fuck with my movie, I fuck your dick.
We're topping and topping some more. That's pretty exciting. But Frozen, but with the power of my new slicing knife. Remember, it's made out of molybdenum. Hard to say.
Your mom.
Your mom's hard to say.
It's the option to make it. No, it's fucking screen, goddamn.
I'm dying in your arms tonight. Blueberries. Blueberries. The power of blueberries. Are we live streaming? I guess so.
I think so still. I'm just trying to go through the menus to turn off the screen.
Has everyone been acting like they've been live streaming our content the whole time? They talk about not having enough minutes on this. I feel like they're time cheaters and they're acting like it's always live when they first watch it or something. Like total bastards. Listen to their little brains. I don't know. It's not true. It is live. That's why it's so shitty.
Because, you know.
We're not rich. You are. You, the listener, is rich. I am poor.
Hey, you know, those, just for a moment, I'd like to show off the floor here. That ain't marble. I know you have 2D eyeballs that don't do 3D. That ain't marble. That's tile.
That's not tile. That's cheap linoleum from the discount.
Well, that's what I meant. Linoleum tile.
This isn't tile. It's outline in big
Oh,
pieces.
God. Yeah, you're right.
It tears very easily. There's tear points all over.
Man, the screen's still turned off even though I told it not to lock. Is it going to lock too?
Right.
No, it just turned off. It doesn't lock.
Wow.
It just dims even when I told it not to do that. See, that's torn, straight up cut piece. Just built over the bones of another house. But you know, those bones are good, you know. Like that video we uploaded.
Yep,
to
and
that
the
house.
breast cancer don't matter. You'll never die. We just saw the worst house ever, worse than the silly one that I went into recently and did that silly loop. There was a worse house not far from it, a couple miles. It, like they were trying to fix it up. It was just all ghost silliness, and then they couldn't because the bones weren't good. So then they built another house, similar kind of concept, even if not directly the same in any way, right behind it a few feet, outwards behind
like
it.
Literally like 2,
Yeah.
3 feet, not even 3.
Then finally today we go past it, and the other one was just sitting there in front of the other house, and they finally finished their house today. They hit the last nail, and then the old house just disappeared. They didn't have to bulldoze it, nothing. Just some flat ground, There's just soil. Just wow. Amazing. There's not going to be cost for that for anybody's soul or brain cells or anything. I'm totally not. That's not ultimate cancer, Rob, leading to black plague. Surely not. I'm just saying the signs are all around of how insane the world is.
I love it when they move houses and then they pretend that they have a solid foundation because they just moved them from the coast. And they got like fucking the Pacific Whale mover on it.
Yeah.
The
Pacific
he just
movers.
squirts out the top on it and he's just like, Pacific moving. The house is totally going to have a concrete foundation now. Totally people in that.
Let's get some milkies.
Kamilka fish.
Kashmilkashmish.
Kishmish. Yes, it doesn't walk, but the still turns on like it's going to walk.
Yeah.
Excuse me, what What is that?
Where's that feature? It's hidden even deeper in the guts of the phone. You gotta put some real sangria.
A little bit of sangria. Sangria. Sangria.
And gotta put some shirt and lager there. Some Aginger. Some Aginger. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No piss in this.
Just as long as it doesn't have a shitload of, like I said, the terms trying to avoid, I think,
Yeah.
sulfur, which is basically just piss in mineral form.
Yeah, don't buy in their sheets.
They're like, yeah, you see the piss eventually has to break down into base mineral compounds, and that's sulfur. This means animals or people are pissing in a high amount in some region, in my opinion.
Yeah. Everything's pretty metaphysical at this point. So, yeah, IPA is piss.
Yeah. I mean, if you pay attention to guys, I don't know how I even know this. It's like people whine everywhere about it. So, like, if you pay attention to the guys over, I don't know what it is. It's like they pretend that they're the same people. I don't know, they claim it's like red letter media or something stupid. Who talk about Star Wars and only old movies and their sequels to come out. Just that, faggots.
Yeah.
Well, if you talk to them, then they would say, idiot piss ale is terrible, said some person on whichever forum or place. Because it's replaced everything. It's 80% of the aisle when it was 0% before.
Because it didn't exist.
Yeah, so they hate it.
How can it come out of nowhere and take over when no one likes it? They just start pissed in ale form. They drank nothing but ale, and then they died, and then that was somehow bottled, and now it's still preserved as their piss. You know how people piss after they're dead? You know, at the mortuary, they just... all the Indians died, you know? They got eaten alive, and it's all their piss.
Drink my piss, infidel.
That's what they're thinking. I mean, it kind of happened. All the IPA appeared right around when the Indians started steaming over there.
Yeah, terrible. Steamy steam weather.
Indian
Big old
piss ale.
storm rolling. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Let's see, is that all the ingredients? I think so.
But yes, intentionally seeking sulfides by using wood casks, like a certain oak things in places that, you know, attract it,
Alright, I need to
is immoral.
back up.
Okay. That is immoral. Sulfur is immoral.
Yep.
It's bad for your health and it's bad for yourself, Squidward. Notice how sulfur is associated with being a demon? It's almost as if people don't really like people that consume sulfur. It's not good for you.
Oh, whatever. I just want to start frozen. Pour this in there.
You do not deserve to pour it.
Yeah,
Oh, there you had my honey in the late night again.
yeah. My secret to all the universe. Honey June. In the middle of June. With it, I will conquer all.
And that's where screen turned back off immediately.
Weird.
Like it's just doing it for no reason.
It's greedy for darkness.
Turned it back on, turned it back on.
Put a little more oil in theirs. I better get myself some hemp and put it in there.
What's the difference between marijuana, ganja, and the other derivative names? Species. Nothing but species. No actual name. makes any sense. It's all the same thing. Everybody else pretends it's something else because they wish to control their favorite type of it. It's like saying, hey, violent video games are banned, except for the ones I like. Or it's like saying prostitution's banned, except for in dates, because I like to go to fuck bitches on the weekends. I see you've been talking about the state of all humanity again. Reefer, marijuana, ganja, hemp. It's all just the same thing. They just push what they want and the name that they want in association with a genus that may have already not even exist anymore. Hemp really is kind of going out of fashion. It's not in existence.
Yeah.
Nothing's hemp anymore. Nothing looks like hemp anymore. Hemp was like reduced size and energy in certain ways. Things don't grow like that anymore. Have more large trichomes of flowers than hemp. It's ridiculous. You see, I'm claiming because I watched some show where some chemicals were talking about that. My favorite is good because it has this amount of chemicals.
Then they suddenly discovered that THC rots into CB2, which is similar to CBD because, the right movie came out that said so. Because that's a cool plot, not connected to real life at all.
You think about how illogical and idiotic people are?
Yeah.
No, people just like to play games. Everything's crossbred already. You can't grow something without having crossbred bees with everything else.
No.
Which is why they just say, you better not be enjoying those bananas, because those bananas were grown to be shit. You can only have shitty bananas. So when they say hemp, they say it better be shitty. It better be a shitty genus of that plant. That's what they're really saying by hemp. It better be the lowest quality.
Yeah.
Then the lowest quality of, CBD. And by lowest quality, I mean it only has a bunch of chlorophyll. Let's be real. That's the only unique aspect of hemp from the other plants. For example, ganja has less chlorophyll and more large flowers. Hemp is nothing but leaves and stalks originally and just seeds, as if somehow that makes it superior because it's just nothing but a green plant with various variations of green. They've all mixed together. They're all different things like that.
Yeah. Everything's about.
There's no such thing as it's not the 1950s anymore, Gramps. There's no anymore. It's called crossbred because it had desirable traits. No hemp grows anywhere, including originally back in the day for like pants, without crossbred with it. That's what they're about, and that's already so long gone. Anything made with hemp in the past 30 to 40 years has all been crossbred with Mexican hemp.
All your cars are made out of hemp.
Yeah, all the plastic ever since like 2000, basically. That's all hemp plastic. The way they're so shiny, the way they hold together, it's just a bunch of shatter and gorilla glue basically polished up and put in paint.
That's how you get those mega colors.
Yeah, because it's monochromatic and sparkly, so it'll change colors depending upon what light hits it. That's why there's different colors of trichomes and different types of things. Like ganja famously has a certain green trichomes that is not very visible because it's island moss.
Yep.
So like, oh man, you gotta go to Jamaica to read that.
Yeah.
It's almost like environmental changes make the potato different too than anything else in life. It just makes no sense. These berries, watching them be all colorful. People can actually purchase lower quality berries,
Yeah.
which doesn't make any sense. Why would they want low quality?
Yeah, I mean, for the jihadist, who needs to have life substandard so he isn't having fun. Like, people feel like if fun comes upon them, then they might lose their grasp on, like, because, like, there's this concept that's, like, running on everyone. Like, if they spaz out and act like a baby in, like, a positive way, then suddenly everyone will point laser pistols at them and blow them away or something. Like, I don't know what fantasy's going in their heads, but it feels something like that's happening.
A lot like Star Wars and the pretense that you're working for some organization, when we all know that Star Wars is just based off of World War II, including all weaponry in it, which is why it was accepted by old people that don't like fantasy or sci-fi. So they're really just saying they're a World War II spy and they haven't updated because they don't care.
Yeah. Because, like,
instead of just being Harry at the sky.
Yeah. This election thing, it's like, they, like, say these things that are, like, pre-baked in everyone's heads, like, oh man, this number of people did this at this time before this stage of elections, stage here, stage there,
like staging.
Yeah. So then everybody says, well, we've heard that so many times over the centuries that I guess that means I'm supposed to feel this thing now. Here I go feeling it because my ancestors did. Like, it's that program, and nobody cares anymore.
The people that are involved, and the people who refuse to engage in their ancestors' memories of what is going on just don't care.
Yeah, it's like getting more separate, and now everyone's like dead, but back when they were around, it was like so separate. They're like, it's so like there's proselytizers to not religion but politics, and they come upon you, and they're all like,
they're just like Mormons.
I'm giving up fucking religion, like guy over there in our house here. He gave up religion because of politics. So that's all that matters. He's got to get you sucked into that jargon because it's just words you say and where they're located in your skull,
Yeah, so it's like religion, but almost worse in every way because they always claim they're religious while being even less so, like we all know.
And so in the early 2000s, when people were more alive, it was like this division where they've gone so many generations of people not caring about their supposed politics. It makes no difference what actually happens ever. So then they're just all like, I will just kill you if you harass me about politics because it's my enemy. It's been going on so long. And that's generations of frustration as people mix from other continents here and all their animosities each other, try to hide the animosity against the local people actually are from here. They try to fight each other systematically and then oppress the locals. That's nothing new there, that's just what they do. So it becomes so generational. They're supposedly the best people that give me a tip back in the day. They're as bad as there's the other side. Tweedledee Tweedledum. It's a slave system. We came here, we tore out all the berry bushes. How dare you have berry bushes? I need to Jew you down on that price because you're a Jew. Like, that was humanity when they were at their best, when supposedly we're feeding the economy with our structures. They're soulless consumers. And like only their children briefly until they hit some magical age of like 9 to 11 actually look around and see anything. Then it's like it's no dull, and then it's just a phone or whatever they do, There's no more thoughts ever, not once. And that's the world I'm living in. I don't know what imaginary land everyone else is in, wherever they are, but I can assure them it's very magical because everything's shit everywhere. Grow up. Now let's eat some waffles.
Also, this house has chalk walls. Observe. That's just regular chalk wall. Sounds like a chalk wall is a chalk wall. These are cheap, regular, crappy, carpet, anywhere.
But everybody started a rumor back in 2011 that we were rich because this decade they needed us to be rich for everything they were going to do. So Yeah, there's a chance to swing in another third stage of coronavirus, right, everybody? You can get it one more time before anything improves.
And all that rot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and the ceiling, around the windows in all the rooms, it also rots. It molds.
Yeah.
It not from water. It just molds. Like it's made out of something that's just molding. Because it's molding. Molding is mold. Why do they call it that? Because they wanted to make mold, so it did. So I have to spray it now with acid to kill the mold off of the windows. That's the quality.
Yep.
Flip that around. Butter and toppings. Maple syrup. Almost getting it there.
Also, I will address everything because I'm so resentful at everybody. Having enough room because you have a chalkboard house that's built just on top of the rubbish to have old additional refrigerators is aggressive in the slightest.
Yeah, these cost $100 to. Yeah, like, you have sessions. Here's all I've got. That's what you're doing to the economy. Sawing through them. That's how fucking high the prices are that they need to be killed with those chainsaws in hell. Everyone. Fuck you. Now here's a nice waffle whenever you taste. Fucking scum. Guess how much the chainsaws cost now? $179. I mean, that was a couple years ago. It might be $100 now. It might be $50. But boy, if people ever start murmuring in a group, and the same economy that has all the chainsaw warehouses currently this year, then they might just need to right up to the stars, $10,000, I might need another chainsaw. I might break one. Did I mention fuck you, baby? Listen to that. Everything's up 9-8%. Big numbers.
Big percentages. We're just saying words. We're just throwing things out there, whatever we want.
And whenever they have to reluctantly because of their stupid program say things are better, they literally say it for half a day. The economy instantly recovered in half a day. Now we can go back for another week and say that it's always tanking and always going down. Yeah, that's really logical.
My response is, really? Well, so how about you, fucking pay me?
Yeah.
And then we see how much people ever give a shit about making comments about the economy ever again.
We'll see if they ever mention money again in 1,000 years after we're paid.
Yeah,
Right? See if anybody gives a shit about hemp bills ever again. Right? We have an economy of love, right? As Zendaya said to, what's his name?
I don't understand why everybody came back to that.
They love ripping us off.
After I repeat, you think the 60s are coming back? Because once again, everybody dwells in World War II. So you think you're just going to be on the right side of the 60s as if that's what's going on and say something that in the 60s would get you pissed the way everybody would piss all over you? Yeah. They just strip piss on your face.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
no one could even go back to the 60s without just getting murdered. Everyone sneaks around. They have thoughts and expressions on their faces that would make other people say, "You're bad for my community. You're a danger to my kids. You're thinking about killing me. I can't let you work here. You need to leave my community. I'm going to come back with a group of mothers and we're going to stop you repeatedly because you're working at this woman I don't trust." That's what a real fucking community does. Fuck you.
They don't beat on the innocent people with attractive male model faces and bone structures because they're better than them.
All the supposedly beautiful women that obviously wanted all the men to be honest as they are the men, because the men that be honest didn't look like men. They looked like giant bloated creatures. So hence there's just stacking layers. The men are inside the women. So
yeah, it's called
the
heroin.
most supposedly beautiful women were just the heroin bitches that are held in memory in some part of people's kidneys is still as beautiful as when they were 18. Gloss was on the porn video and they shook their pussy just right and everybody ate their blood and others preserved those 100,000 years.
Disgusting.
And now we've been gone to all of the fucking supposed tanning places, except it's those women there. Perfect faces. Oh, except they're robots. And every time they fucking think is, can I get another man to kill other men? That's all their thoughts are. Every one of those fucking women. It's disgusting. Humanity can't sink any lower because they're already dead. Now to